Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining with us today. I'm so excited to share to you our opportunity. Now, I've been doing this business over the past few years, and I cannot help to really be excited every time I share this opportunity. Now, without much further ado, I would like to introduce you to our company, D818. But before anything else, I would like to welcome each and every one of you this morning. And I hope na every one of you is comfortably lang at lahat po tayo ay excited din makinig dito po sa opportunity natin. Now, to start with, D818 actually is engaged in the business of real estate. Now, wherever you are right now, I firmly believe na kayo din po mismo ay naka-observe of what's going on in our country, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Since the time po na sinimula ng government natin yung Build, Build, Build program, you have noticed that when there are new roads, bridges, or even seaport and airport that have been developed, the areas wherein those development ay present ay nagkakaroon din po ng economic activity sa lugar. At eventually, ma-observe po natin na ito po ay nag-i-improve. In fact, I have witnessed here even in Mindanao that there are places before that are medyo tahimik at nung nalagyan po ng mga kalsada, tulay, ay unti-unti po nagkakaroon po ng residential community. Then eventually, magkakaroon ng business activity sa lugar, magkakaroon din naman ng mga ibang establishment, gaya ng mga malls, mga tindahan, at iba-iba pa. And because of this, we have experienced, I personally have experienced, that even in the middle of pandemic, 2020 and 2021, etong industry na to continues to grow. In fact, there was even an unprecedented growth even right at the middle of pandemic. And that's what makes it more and more exciting, especially right now na it's open. Now we are back to our old normal, no? Kalimutan na natin yung word na new normal. Let's go back where we used to be. And that's what makes it exciting dito po sa negosyo natin. Now, to start with, ang real estate in simple definition, ito po ay lahat ng mga bagay na nakadikit sa lupa. As long as it is attached to the land, whether it's residential, whether it's a building, whether it's a memorial garden or commonly called a cemetery, it forms part of real estate. Now, but the question actually, why I chose real estate to be a good investment? Now, I have these few reasons, no? And allow me to share this to you. The reason why I chose real estate is because it allows us to have passive income. Now, eventually, later in the presentation, I will show you in our marketing plan how you will be able to earn a passive income. Ang passive po, ito po yung opposite ng active. Ang active po, ito po yung in exchange of your time and effort, ay babayaran ka. That is active. Like salary, that's an active income. Like commissions, that's an active income. Now, on the other hand, passive income is a form of income that will be generated without you exerting a direct effort. No? Kaya nang, let's say for example, magkakaroon ka ng property, ito po'y parintahan mo, may income ka. And it is not a direct effort. Actually, in the case of our marketing plan, the moment you build your business here, there would be an income that will goes to you without you having a direct effort with what you are doing. That's exactly passive income. And I'm a fan of a passive income because alam nyo, hindi naman tayo forever young, no? Eventually, we get to slow down and of course we age. Aside from that, I chose real estate because it protects our money against inflation. Ako po, I believe na lahat po tayo nararamdaman na natin itong word na inflation ngayon eh. Dati hindi natin masyado itong naintindihan. It is because it's an economic term. But in a simple definition, ito po yun. Dati ho, pag naggasolina po kayo, yung 1,000 pesos po ninyo, marami-rami pa po yung karga nun. Siguro at 50 pesos, meron pa yung mga 10 10 liters. No, tama. No, 20 liters. Pero ngayon, yung the same na 1,000 pesos ngayon, malamang hindi na po siya aabot ng 20 liters. And that's exactly what I'm pointing out about inflation. It's actually the power or the buying capacity of money. Money actually is a very important tool, but actually it depreciates faster as well. No? So, pag ang pera po ay ilalagay po natin sa isang real estate investment, ang value ng pera nito, yung buying capacity ng pera nito, ay mag-a-appraise po, sabay po ng pag-appraise ng property. Okay? So, for OFW friends natin, maganda po mag-savings, hindi po sa bangko, kundi po sa isang real estate property po. The next one is, it gives us a good collateral. Now, I cannot find any other comparison except car. Car actually depreciates in value. Now, the day the car hits the road, kahit yung presyo ng kotse nasa 1.5 million na yan, the day that it hits the road, yung presyo ng kotse na yan ay actually starts to depreciate. At ito pa po, most commonly, based on the current appraisal ng kotse, pag ito po ay isasadla mo sa bangko, usually ang tanggap ng bangko is 40% of the current appraisal. So mababa na ang appraisal, mababa pa yung tanggap sa bangko. Kabaliktaran po sa real estate. Ang real estate, it appreciates in value. In fact, on the average of 2 to 3 years, the value of the real estate property actually doubles its amount. In fact, it is even much faster doon sa area na meron na pong economic development. Good news. When a property is, kung gusto mong etong i-loan, ang pagbabasihan ng bangko ay yung current appraisal ng property, which is mataas na. And guess what? Guess what? Aside na mataas yung current appraisal ng property, alam mo anong meron? Ito guys. 80% of the current value ng pera, ng property, ang ibibigay sa iyo as your loan proceeds. So that's exactly how are you going to benefit the property, no? If you have one. Then aside from that, it's tangible. Nakikita mo eh. You can feel, you can see, you can touch. And lastly, the value of the real estate property actually never goes down to zero. There are cases, there are times na it's probably nagsastagnate yan. But most often, ito guys, no? Most often, after a period of time na nagsastagnate yan, it will slowly go up. Never in history that the value of the real estate property goes down. In fact, during the time na naglindol ang Bohol, I was even thinking na bababa ang presyo ng property doon. Unfortunately, it didn't. Hindi ho. In fact, ngayon, ang Bohol medyo mahal na rin. Ang dami na hong kalamidad na dumating. Nagbagyong Odette pa tayo. A lot of calamity actually happened, but it never really affected the value of the real estate property. In fact, it even did grow up. Okay? So these are the reason why I chose real estate to be a good investment. And if ever you have other reasons that you can add, well, that's nice, no? You can add it up. Now, last June 29, 2009, ang gobyerno po natin ay niregulate po ang industry na to. Kasi dati ho, wala po kasing controlling body eh. A lot of people, especially the buyers, are actually medyo naloko na rin. Trying to buy properties, naghuhulugan ng property that eventually doon nila na-notice na, ay, ang value pa, ang property pala nito is ilang beses nang naisan na. And it was quite hurting, very much frustrating, at medyo marami-rami na rin pong nagiging biktima po doon. On the other hand, marami na rin pong mga sellers na kawawa din po na hindi rin po nabigyan ng mga kaukulang mga commissions nila. Alam nyo, it's a fact na medyo, ano yun eh, pinaghihirapan po yun eh. No? Kumbaga, nag-exert tayo ng effort doon para makabenta. Pinaghihirapan po yun eh. No? Kumbaga, nag-exert tayo ng effort. Only to find out na wala kang mapapala, wala kang makukomisyon. So it's very much hurting talaga. And the objective of the batas na to is actually to give protection both to the seller and also to the one that are buying properties. At sabi ng government natin, o sige, at this point in time, ito'y papangasiwaan ng mga real estate broker. So yun po yung sabi. Now, itong batas na to, ito po yung nag-solidify sa industry natin. Okay? Now, siguro ngayon, baka sasabihin mo sa sarili mo na, Jeff, paano yan? Hindi man naman ako nakapag-graduate ng real estate management. Paano ako makapagbenta nito? Alam mo, sa provision na to, meron namang provision ang batas na to. Ito yung Section 32 at ito po yung corporate practice of the real estate service. At dito po sinabi na ang isang korporasyon na nakaregister po sa Securities and Exchange Commission at merong real estate broker sa loob ng corporation, itong kumpanya na to can do or transact business in relation to real estate services. So dito po yung window na nagbigay daan sa mga nagkadami-dami na realty firm sa buong bansa. In fact, wherever you are right now, alam ko na may realty firm din po diyan. So ito po yung nagbukas ng window niyan. So ang ginawa po natin, nagparehistro po tayo sa Securities and Exchange Commission at ito po yung buong name po natin. D8.18 Premier Properties Incorporated. Medyo mahaba-haba po mga kapatid, kaya ang acronym po natin diyan ay DPPI. Yan po yun, no? DPPI. Now, siguro magtanong kayo, saan ko ba kinuha yung company name na yan, ng D818 na yan? Actually, I took that name from a Bible verse. At ito po ay nasa Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 18. Itong verse na po na to ay nagsisilbi na po na guiding principle ko po dito sa pagninegosyo. And it states here that you shall remember the Lord your God, for it is God who gives you the ability to get wealth, that He may confirm His covenant that He swore to your fathers as it is this day. Ayan po, naka-underline yan mga kapatid, no? It is God who gives you the ability to get wealth. Ako po, naniniwala po ako na bawat tao na nagjo-join sa atin dito sa DPPI ay may abilidad po yan na nilagay po ng Diyos na kahit papano po makapaghanap buhay po yan. And yung abilidad na yan, lalabas at lalabas yan kasi meron naman tayo ditong mga trainings, mga seminars na available para eventually ang bawat isa sa atin ay matututo. So, regardless of educational background, housewife ka man or hindi, you have an equal opportunity po dito sa DPPI. Alam mo bakit? Kasi ang Panginoon po ang naglagay sa atin ng abilidad, mag-attend lang po kayo ng mga training, mag-attend lang po kayo ng mga seminars. Eventually, matututo po tayo. Okay? Now, our vision is we seek to see a multitude of godly, responsible, and self-driven real estate entrepreneurs, continually doing the business through selling and recruiting new business partners daily. Maliwanag na maliwanag po yung gagawin natin dito. Dalawang bagay lang po. Number one is magbenta, selling. All business po ay meron po yung kaakibat talaga na pagbebenta. Wala pong negosyo na walang bentahan. Paano naman tayo magkakapera dyan kung walang bentahan? On the other hand, may negosyo po tayo dito. Ito po yung represented ng recruiting. Kayo po, bawat isa po sa atin dito will going to form your business units. At ito po yung ginagawa natin sa araw-araw. Our mission is we seek to enhance our business by faithful practice of self-discipline, integrity, and care. We teach to equip and develop every member to become business leaders. So ang layunin po natin dito ay ang bawat isa sa atin ay ma-develop po bilang isang ganap na negosyante. At hindi lang ganap na negosyante, kundi nangunguna bilang organisasyon. That's why we called you here business leaders. Okay? Now, let me introduce you to the management team. Our management team is headed by no less than our broker himself, Mr. Hermenegildo B. Roylo. Si Mr. Roylo po, commonly, ang tawag namin sa kanya dito ay si Sir Boy. And hindi lang po siya isang real estate broker, at the same time po, siya po ay isang certified public accountant. Together with Mr. Roylo is I, no yours truly, Jofrin Villasencio, that stands as the president and the CEO of the corporation, joined by Juliet Plania as the vice president and the chief finance officer, with Milvin Roy Plania as our corporate secretary, and Rowie T. Villasencio and Edwin Limpasa to complete the board of directors of the corporation. Together, these are the men and women behind the DPPI management team. Okay? Now, here are our corporate registration, our SEC, our BIR registration, the business permit, and of course, the certificate of registration coming from DHSUD. Okay? Now, why are we in this business? Bakit nga ba nagpakahirap tayo dito sa negosyo na to? It may sound a bit corny, my friend, but our goal here is to help every DPPI members to realize their dreams for their family. And you know what? We made a survey to really just, find out kung ano ba talaga itong mga pangarap ng bawat isa na miyembro natin dito sa DPPI. At alam niyo mga kapatid, nangunguna dito ang nangarap ng magkaroon ng disenteng bahay. I mean, sino namang ayaw, no? Sino namang hindi? Everyone desires to have a decent home. Then, good education, no? If you are a family person just like me, I believe so. We share the same goal na magkaroon ng magandang edukasyon ang mga anak natin. In fact, sabi pa nga natin minsan pag nakatapos ng yung mga anak natin, okay na tayo, no? Because they are our, kumbaga, living trophies in our life. Then, comfortable retirement. No? And, of course, lastly, enough savings for the future. That's the reason why in DPPI, we make programs to address all of these things. We make programs that somehow lead to the accomplishment of these basic dreams that each and every members of DPPI is sharing. Okay? Now, DPPI is actually accredited to over 200 major developers all over the country. And guess what? Sa tingin ko po, hindi lang po ito. Parami ng parami because every month, na-notice ko po doon sa opisina natin, we are working out a lot of accreditation every month. So there are new developers that are actually coming every month. Dati ho, etong negosyo na to are played lang by the national and big developers. But you know what? Right now, even local businessmen in every areas in the Philippines are starting to engage in a small-scale development or even in a big development as well. So ngayon, hindi lang ito yung mga national players ang nandito na ngayon sa negosyo na to, pati po ang mga local players ay nandito na rin sa negosyo na to. That is exactly the reason why I am so excited because every single month, etong negosyo na to ay palaki ng palaki. And you know what? I am based in Mindanao. And I've been roaming around Mindanao, and in every places and key cities in Mindanao right now, there are developments already. And how much more in other places, in Visayas, in Northern Tagalog, in Southern Tagalog region, in the Ilocos region, there are so many developments that are sprouting. So it means that the opportunity na meron tayo ngayon, ikaw at ako, palaki ng palaki po ito, kapatid. Okay? So, this is the kind of industry na meron tayo. Ngayon, ang tanong, handa ka na ba na pakinggan ang negosyo na to? Kung handa ka, type mo dyan sa comment section sa baba, handa na ako. No? You know what? If you're ready to listen to this very exciting opportunity, join me in. Now, would you be interested kung merong negosyo na pwede kang mag-umpisa na hindi mo kailangan magkaroon ng pera para pangpuhunan ito? Yes, exactly. You will be excited. And who would not start a business with no money involved? Now, the question actually, ano ba yung gagawin natin dyan, Joe? Sige, nandun na ako, walang pera na kailangan. Pero ano ba ang gagawin natin dyan? Now, let me explain this to you. Number one, of course, we're gonna be doing selling. Integral part po ang pagbibenta in any form of businesses. Now, the good news is that we are no longer doing the hard sell type right now. Hindi na po tayo kumakatok ng mga pintuan na kung sino-sino. Hindi na po tayo nakikipag-usap ng tao na kung sino-sino harap-harapan. Because ngayon, salamat sa pandemic, not that I'm okay with pandemic, but pandemic actually opened our eyes to online selling. Online selling was already there. But pandemic teaches us to capitalize more on the online platform. And today, this industry ay nasa online na po. No? Which makes it more and more exciting because you can now do this business even right at the comfort of your home. With an internet connection, pasok ka na dito. Now, today, we have so many social media platform na pwede nating gamitin. Nandyan yung Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, at kung ano-ano pa. But I believe so. Halos tayo pong lahat ay meron pong Facebook. Tama po ba? Yes, agree. Now, today, or right now, we are in the social media revolution. Everyone is selling in social media. Any type of product is already in social media. Everyone is looking for their commodity, for their product, whatever things na hinahanap po nila, pinupuntahan na nila ngayon, ang social media. Ang social media po, ito na po yung pinaka-komunidad natin sa ngayon. Ito na yung pinaka-community natin ngayon. It is where people are starting to converge. Dito na po tayo nag-exchange ng mga ideas po natin. In fact, dito na rin tayo nagko-connect sa bawat isa. So yan, isa yan sa platform na pwede natin gamitin. Aside from that, meron din po tayong mga online selling websites like Lamudi, Property24, Carousel, Property, what else? One Property, and many more. There are so many online selling websites na available ngayon na pwede natin gamitin in order for our projects to be promoted, not just in our country, but all over the world. Pwede na po siyang makita. Now, what makes it more exciting? It's because ang business natin ngayon ay hindi lang po dito sa Pilipinas, kundi ang dami na po na mga potential buyer po natin sa iba't ibang lugar ng mundo, both foreigners and local po, ay ngayon interconnected na with each other dahil sa mga platform na to, social media at saka mga online selling platform. Now, aside from that, dito po sa Dppi, meron po tayong tinatawag na project directory website. Ito po yung www.dppiprojectdirectory.com. Isang website po na naglalaman po ng mga listahan ng mga projects available all over the Philippines. Right at the time we are talking right now, there are already around 300 projects listed on this site. Now, the moment you click on it, you can find properties in the specific locations, type of projects, either house and lot or condos, and guess what? You have all the details there of the developer that you can contact so that you can get a current update of the project. So this is one of the tools that you can use in order for you to be able to navigate yourself in our business. Okay? Now, the second one is we're going to build your best team, as in your team. Bawat isa po sa atin dito is going to build a team. Magre-recruit po kayo. This is where recruitment comes in. You're going to build your team via recruitment. You can either do it face-to-face, you can either do it with your friends, and you can either also do it on the social media platform. Kung paano po kayo nakuha, paano po kayo na-invite, ganun din po ang form na ikaw ay mag-invite in the social media. Pwede rin. Now, the reason why we do all of these things, the reason why we sell, and the reason why we recruit is because it is mandated in the Section 3 of the Real Estate Service Act, number 9646, that every sale of a property, there is a corresponding fee known as professional fee or commission. Okay? So madaling salita, komisyon. Okay? Now, saan ba galing ito at magkano din ba ang komisyon na matatanggap ng isang firm with regards to the selling of the project? Now, ito pong real estate developer, ito po yung tagagawa ng mga condominium at bahay. Okay? So mga binebenta natin na condos at bahay, ang tawag po doon, ang gumagawa po doon ay real estate developer. Pag nakabenta po tayo in any of their projects, meron po yung standard commission na 5%. That is what is mandated by the law. Now, the reason why sinasabi kong standard because yan ang percentage na binibigay usually. There are also developers that even gives more, 6, 7, or 8%. Now, it depends on the developer. Now, ang tanong, sino ba ang entitled sa 5% na yan? Okay, number 1, the 5% ay pwedeng matanggap ng isang tinatawag na independent broker, isang tao na nag-aral ng real estate management, nag-take ng board exam, pumasa, nagkaroon ng lisensya. Sino ba namang hindi po pwedeng magbenta? Siyempre, lisensyado naman siya. Entitled siya for the 5%. The second one that is entitled for the real estate commission fee of 5% is ito pong tinatawag natin na corporate broker. Ito po yung mga realty firm na gumagawa ng korporasyon under the Securities and Exchange Commission at meron silang broker sa loob ng kumpanya nila, sila ay entitled na magkaroon ng 5% na commission the moment they can accredit themselves sa mga developers. Dahil sa maraming tao involved dyan sa corporate broker na yan, kasi kumpanya yan, minabuti po natin na magkaroon po tayo ng tinatawag na marketing plan. For what purpose? The purpose of the marketing plan is para maayos po ang magiging distribution po ng komisyon. Alam nyo, sensitive na bagay po ang pera. Pag hindi po natin napag-usapan ng maayos right from the very beginning, ito po ang mga ugat kung saan nag-aaway-away ang mga tao. So minabuti po ni Dppi na liwanagin lahat right from the very beginning. Okay? Now, our role here is a property liaison specialist. Okay, ito po yung designation po natin, ha? Property liaison specialist. From the word liaison itself, alam nyo guys, ginugol ko lang yan. No? Ang ibig sabihin po is the one who facilitates close communications between two parties or people, either errands, business transaction, or services. So ibig sabihin po, magitna po tayo. May dalawang partido at tayo po ang nasa gitna ng transaksyon. At tawag po sa atin, liaison. Bakit liaison? Okay, ito po, para makita po natin. Ang D818, ito po yung corporate broker. Nandito po yung mga lisensya na kailangan po natin para po tayo ay ma-accredit sa isang developer. Okay, for example, may developer po. Sa tawagin na lang natin sa pangalan na primary homes. Okay, etong developer na to, bago po tayo makapagbenta ng properties nila, kailangan po muna tayong magpa-accredit. So ang tawag po doon, accreditation. Now, in the process of accreditation, kailangan po natin magsumite ng sangkatutak na mga dokumento na hihingin ng developer. So i-comply po natin yan isa-isa. All of those legal documents needed related to the business of real estate services. Okay, so i-comply natin yan. Pag na-comply na po yan, magpalabas ng desisyon si developer na okay, na-submit na ninyo, based on our evaluation, pumasa kayo, so D818, Premier Properties Incorporated, officially, kayo ay accredited na realty firm sa kumpanya namin. By doing so, you and your team and your company can now start selling our project. Yun po ang tawag ng accreditation. Okay. So, in short, DPPI accredited himself doon sa mga developer para kayo po ay makapagbenta in the name of the 818 Premier Properties Incorporated. Okay? So maliwanag in the name of D818 Premier Properties Incorporated. Now, sino ba yung other party? And the other party, ito po yung mga kliyente. Ang mga kliyente po, kailangan po nating asikasuhin yan. Kailangan i-meet up, kailangan kausapin. May mga things na kailangan nating serbisyuhan ang mga kliyente. Now, dito po papasok ang tinatawag natin na liaison. Tayo po yan. Tayo po ang gagawa po nito. And eventually, pag itong kliyente na to ay makapag-decide na kukuha siya ng property, magre-reserve siya, punta siya sa office ng developer, pagdating doon, magpipirmahan na, then yung benta na yon will be credited or tagged under the sale of D818 Premier Properties Incorporated at ikaw ang nagiging property liaison specialist. Okay? So, because we are part of the one big transaction, magkakaroon po tayo ng tinatawag na shares of commissions. Okay, partihan na. Okay? So, here it is. Okay. Now, let me run you through the commissions natin. The moment you join and decided na, eto, pasok na talaga ako sa DPPI, everybody begins as a property liaison specialist. Bilang isang PLS or property liaison specialist, your starting rate will be at 2.5%. Okay, starting rate Now, para magkaroon po tayo ng assumption at ma-picture natin kung magkano yung magiging kitaan natin, i-assume po natin on the course of our presentation this morning, i-assume po natin na ang halaga or ang value ng property ay 1 million. Although, sa totoong at actual na computation, ang value ng mga property po ay sobra po sa 1 million. So, ibig sabihin, you will have a much bigger amount in terms of commission later on. Okay. So, pag nakabenta po tayo ng 1 million, your average income will be at 25,000 pesos gross income for every 1 million sale. Friends, ito po, wala pong magic sa bentahan. Sipag po ang kailangan dito. Kung masipag ka, pwede kang magkaroon ng maraming benta. Pag nagkabenta ka ng 2 milyon, may 50 mil ka. Kung 3 milyon, may 75,000 ka. Kung 4 na milyon, may 100,000 ka. You can earn as much as you can. It all depends on you. No, it all depends on you. Kung lalagyan mo ng sipag at todo, you will earn more. But guess what? We don't want you to stay there. That's not our intention. In fact, sinabi ko po kanina na dito po sa negosyo natin ay pwede po kayong magkaroon ng passive income. Now, the moment na you are going to build your team, okay, pag nag-build na po kayo ng team, and you're going to build it through recruitment. Mag-umpisa ka nang gumawa ng sarili mong team. Eventually, eventually you will become a sales supervisor. When you become one, your rate will now go up to 3%, and your potential income will now be at 75,000 pesos gross for every 1 million sale. Now, ang tanong, Joe, paano ba ako magiging isang sales supervisor? Napakasimple ho. Ito po yung paano mag-qualify. Number 1, you recruit as many as you can na mga property liaison specialists. Wala pong limit po yan. Okay. Now, may mga seminars po tayo available face-to-face at saka dito sa Zoom. But eventually, I would encourage each and every one of you na magkaroon ng kopya ng business presentation na to at pwede mo siyang i-print, ilagay mo siya sa clearbook para just in case merong kang tao na makasalubong, ay ikaw na mismo ang mag-present para hindi na magsayang ng oras. Okay? Total, ang lahat naman na sinasabi natin ay nandito naman. Standard naman to eh. So what is important is that you are able to build your business fast. You build your team faster. The next goal is actually to produce 10 million group sales or group transaction. Now, when we say group, it's you and your team. Actually, pwede naman ikaw lang mag-isa. But the point is, gaano ba kabilis na ma-come up mo yung 10 million kung ikaw lang mag-isa? Alin ba ang mas mabilis? Ikaw mag-isa? Or kukuha ka ng tao na sasama sa iyo para tutulong na mabuo ang 10 million? Okay? So kung ako yung tatanungin nyo, I would rather get enough other people to help me out with the 10 million para pag nakuha ko na yung 10 million, promoted na ako to become a supervisor. At kung maging supervisor na ako, entitled na ako ng tinatawag natin na leverage income of 0.5%. Saan ba galing ang 0.5%? Now, dito po yan galing. Di ba may mga bagong recruit ka na naging PLS at ikaw ngayon ay isa ng supervisor, you are already at 3%. May diferensya, di ba? 3% minus 2.5%, ang difference po nun ay 0.5%. You know what? How much it is in peso value? It is equivalent to 5,000 for every 1 million sale. So ano po yung mensahe po dyan, Jov? Ito lang, napakasimple guys. Kung ikaw masipag mag-recruit ngayon, bawat recruit na meron ka, once matuto yan, once matuturuan yan, pag yan ay nakabenta ng 1 million at ikaw ay isang supervisor na, kapatid, meron kang 5,000 pesos sa 1 million na benta ng downline mo. Eh what if 2 million ang nagiging benta niya o 10,000 sa'yo? What if 3 million ang benta niya o 15,000 ang sa'yo? What if meron kang 10 tigwa 1 million na nakabenta? 50 million sa'yo. 5,000 times 10, that's 50,000. In short, the more people you have, the more potential 5,000 that you are going to enjoy the moment your downlines ay makakabenta. So what you are going to do here is you are going to expose your downline, tuturuan mo siya, ipa-join mo siya ng mga training, ipa-join mo siya ng mga seminars, ipa-join mo siya ng mga site tour, then eventually, matuturuan siya doon sa mga workshop na mag-a-attend siya. Guess what? Magkakaroon ka ng tinatawag natin na override commission. Dito ko po dinerive ang computation na 75,000 pesos. My friends, ito yung sinasabi kong quote-unquote passive income. It's a form of income na indirectly na produce. Kasi hindi mo na direct effort yan eh. Okay? Now, the next level is becoming a sales manager. When you become one, your rate will now be at 3.5%. And your potential income will now be at 235,000 pesos. Again, for every 1 million sale. Wala ba kayong nakita na difference? Wala ba kayong na-observe na ang pinagbabasihan lang natin right from the very first position, PLS, supervisor, and even right now, manager, ang pinagbabasihan lang natin sa computation ay 1 million na benta eh. Pero bakit lumaki ang income? Di ba? That's the question eh. Ba't lumaki ang income? 1 million lang ang pinag-usapan natin dito. Exactly. Now the question here, paano ba ako maging isang manager? Ito guys, this is how to qualify. Again, balik tayo sa recruitment. Huwag kang magsawang mag-recruit. Recruit, 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 benta, benta, benta. Recruit, 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 benta, benta, benta. That's just the two-word message na gusto kong ulit-ulitin natin dito. Recruit, 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 benta, benta, benta. Eventually, makakabenta tayo lahat gamit ang mga tools na meron tayo. Okay? Then the next goal is to develop one supervisor among your downline. Diba? Nag-recruit ka, malamang merong isa dyan na potential na magiging isang supervisor. Guys, madali pong manotice ang isang tao na potential magiging isang supervisor. Alam mo bakit? Kasi yung tao na yan, diligent yan, masipag yan, nag-a-attend yan ng training, nag-a-attend yan ng seminar, nag-a-attend ng site tour yan. Pag nakita mo ang tao na yan, suportahan mo, alalayan mo. The next goal is for you to come up with a group sale of 15 million pesos. Okay, ay, so ang dami naman, 15 million. Makukuha ko kaya yan? Kapatid, numero lang yan. Ito, turuan ko kayo paano kunin ang 15 million. Now, let me show you the diagram. Okay. Now, ito po yung diagram. Sa kadami-dami ng downlines na meron ka, malamang merong isa dyan na potential maging supervisor. Tingnan nyo po yung nasa left side nyo. Okay. Now, yung nasa right side naman, yung mga bilog-bilog na red, green, blue, violet, yan po yung nagre-represent ng mga property liaison specialist, both your old and the new recruits na mga tao. Now, kung titingnan mo kapatid, yung 15 million, ang katapat lang nun ay 15 people selling 1 million each. Tama po ba? Ang katapat ng 15 million na group sales ay 15 people lamang na magbibenta ng tigwa 1 million ang bawat isa. Now, ito po yun. Dahil hindi naman sila sabay-sabay makakabenta, ang pinaka-suggestion ko, mag-recruit ka ng marami. Gawin mong 30, gawin mong 60, gawin mong 120, gawin mong 300, 400, 1,000, as many as you can. In that way, it would be faster for you to produce 15 million group sales. Anong mangyari after? Your leverage income will now be at 1% na ngayon. Ang dating 0.5 lamang, ngayon po ay madagdagan po ng another 0.5 across all levels. Ibig sabihin, doon sa mga downline ng supervisor group mo, meron kang 5,000 for every 1 million sale nila. Yung supervisor na grupo, maraming tao yan. Akalain mo, pag yung grupo na yan, makabenta yan ng 50 million, eh, magkano yan? 5,000 times 50. Yun kikitain mo. Kung makabenta sila ng gano'n. Di ba? Then, doon naman sa mga PLS, yung mga hindi pa po na-promote, meron kang 10,000 for every 1 million sale. Ang dating 5,000 for every 1 million sale, ngayon 10,000 na. Dito ko po dinerive ang computation na 235,000 pesos. Grabe guys. Wala kang puhunan na pinalabas dyan. The next one, the next level is becoming a sales consultant. When you become one, your rate will now be at 4% and your potential income will now be around at 500,000 pesos for every 1 million sale. Paano ka maging isang consultant? Again, wala pong magic dito. Balik po tayo doon sa recruitment. Hindi nyo ba nakita, mula po sa first possession hanggang po dito sa highest possession, ang pinag-uusapan natin always na criteria ay recruiting. Ito po yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na negosyo natin. Next is mag-develop ka ng supervisor, di ba? Yan po yun. At mag-develop ng manager. At ang pinakahuli na requirement ay magbuo ng 20 million group sale. Now, gaya po ng manager, ito pakita na ko na lang po sa diagram. Yung manager pa po kayo, supervisor lang yung dinevelop mo. Ngayon, gusto mo maging consultant, dapat may manager ka. O ayan, dalawa na yan. Alam mo ano yung reason ko dyan? Yung supervisor at manager na yan, yan ang magbibigay sa iyo ng stable income. Stability of income po ang meron dyan. Now, dyan naman sa mga property liaison specialist, yung nasa right side po ninyo, yung mga bilog-bilog na pula, green, blue, 20 million po ang sales requirement dyan. I'm sorry. But you know what? Kaya ng sinabi ko, ang katapat po niyan ay tao. So you just get 20 people selling 1 million each. Game over. At dahil naman hindi sasabay-sabay, o sige, doblehin mo. 40 people, 60 people, 80 people, 100 people. As many as you can. Ganun po ang sikreto ng marketing plan natin. And you know what? Pag ikaw po ay naging consultant, your leverage income will now be at 1.5%, meaning madagdagan naman ng another 0.5 across all levels. And this time, magkakaroon ka ng 5,000 for every 1 million sale mula sa mga manager group mo. May 10,000 pesos ka for every 1 million mula sa supervisors group mo. At magkakaroon ka ng 15,000 for every 1 million mula sa mga PLS group mo. Dito ko po dinerive ang computation na kalahating milyon. Friends, what you're going to do is just simply expand your business, make it as big as possible, make it more and more people under you, and at the same time, use the tools na meron tayo, aralin ang Facebook ads, mag-subscribe doon sa mga online selling platform gaya ng Lamudi, Carousel, Property, at kung ano-ano pa, in which your upline will going to introduce eventually. Make use of the tools. Eventually, ang mga tao po natin makakabenta po yan. Okay? And let me introduce you to the highlight of my story. I would like to introduce you to Miss Noveline Alcober. Now, Miss Noveline actually got her promotion right at the middle of pandemic. That was August 8, 2020. Just like any ordinary agents we have, Miss Noveline started actually as a part-timer from Robinson's Galleria. She's working there in Sarabia Optical and eventually rose from the rank and got promoted to the consultant level. Last 2020, he got around 181 million peso sale. In 2021, she has around 250 million peso sale. And you know what? This is one of the success stories we have here in Dppi. Okay? And who knows, the next story will be your story. Okay? Now, with regards to the commission schemes or commission payout, we do all by bank transactions. For a smaller amount, we make use of GCash. But for bigger amounts, we prefer banks. Now, as much as possible, we prefer if it's BPI or Metrobank. But if you don't have banks yet, kindly open a Union Bank account. Anyway, you can download Union Bank anywhere you are. Just have one valid ID for you to have an account. Okay? Then, with regards to your commission, this is a very important notice that I would like to stress out. Now, dito po, ini-empower po natin ang mga property liaison specialist natin. It is because since kayo naman yung nakapag-engage sa mga kliyente ninyo at kayo rin ang pumunta doon sa office ng developer, by the time na kayo po ay nagre-reserve, minabuti ko na po na kayo na mismo. Binigyan ko na po kayo ng authority na kayo na po mismo magtanong sa developer kung ano po ba yung mga mode of releases nila. Kung ito ba'y monthly, twice a month, 3 times a month, depende na po sa kanila yan. The bottom line is itanong mo. Whatever their mode of commission, ganun din ang mode of commission sa pagre-release ng commission mo. Now, if ever ikaw ay ma-notify na that your commission is already available, what you are going to do is very simple. Tatawagan mo lang yung opisina natin at i-notify mo yung branch office manager natin para ito po ay ma-schedule na ma-pick up ang komisyon na yan. Once na ma-pick up yan at maihulog sa bangko ng DPPI, bigyan mo lang ang opisina po natin ng at least 7 banking days. Banking days po, hindi po kasali ang Saturday at Sunday. 7 banking days, kasama na po doon ang clearing para ma-prepare ang komisyon mo, mga vouchers and everything at ma-transfer doon sa bank account mo. Don't you worry, because ikaw naman ang nag-notify sa opisina, masusundan mo ang commission mo hanggang matatanggap mo. Diba? So, transparency po ang tawag natin dyan. We make it sure na with regards to the commission, we want to be transparent in this area or in this category. Okay? So that's it, no? That's what our business is all about. Isn't it exciting? Are you excited? Kasi ako, excited ako eh. Alam nyo, every time na nagpe-present ako ng business opportunity, excited ako. I don't usually do business presentation nowadays, but every time na gumagawa po ako ng business presentation, I'm so excited. Alam mo bakit? Because I can see more life that will be changed and transformed dito po sa negosyo natin. At dito po sa negosyo natin, tayo lang po ang nagbigay ng equal opportunity sa lahat po ng tao. Dito po ang paniniwala ko po na as long as ikaw ay alam mo kung gaano katindi yung pangangailangan mo, nandito si DPPI na magiging kasangga mo, kasama mo sa pag-asenso. Okay? Now, let me end with these few incentives, benefits, rewards, and events and investments na gusto ko pong i-announce sa inyo. Okay, let's start with a company reward, a company benefit as reward. Ito po, gusto kong i-challenge ito. Maraming realty firm po sa labas. Sa ngayon ho, ang DPPI lang ang merong company benefit na binibigay as rewards. DPPI lang. DPPI lang ang merong company benefit na binibigay as rewards. Ano po ba to? Ito lang naman ay hospitalization benefit na nagkakahalaga ng 60,000 pesos. Alam ko po, hindi siya ganun kalaki. But this would be good enough to cover your laboratory, check-up, dental, at saka admission. Mortuary benefits just in case na, you know, I mean, when one passes away, at least maayos na may palibig natin. Accident insurance of 100,000 pesos. Retirement benefit. This is very important because we don't just work for today. We work in order to prepare for our retirement. Then, the last one is 1 year Pag-ibig Fund counterpart contribution. Babayaran po natin para enforce po na just in case gusto nyo mag-apply ng loan, ay makapag-apply po kayo ng Pag-ibig loan. Lahat po na yan ay ibibigay po natin sa inyo all for a target sale of 10 million in 1 year. 1 year ho. Ang dami na hong naka-achieve sa atin yan. Okay? So hindi po imposible na makuha po natin. Hindi po imposible na ma-enjoy natin ang benefit na yan kasi ang dami hong naka-enjoy niya. Okay? Now, meron din po tayong savings fund program. Ito po ay pera po ninyo. Whatever commissions na meron po kayo, 10% of that commission ay siniset aside po natin para sa savings mo. Ikaw lang din ang makikinabang niyan. Eventually, pagdating ng panahon, masisiguro natin na aside from the retirement benefit na meron ka ring savings kahit papano na magagamit sa panahon ng mga pangangailangan. Okay? Then, we also have our CSR program. Ito po yung Corporate Social Responsibility po natin na program. Itong CSR program natin, this is actually been running for 3 years, I guess, no? Magti 3 years na. We are actually helping around 19 little girls. These are actually very sad, but these are actually children that have been abused sexually. And we've been helping them out that they will be able to, be back in the society. Now, to those that are receiving commissions, 20 pesos of your commissions will be deducted once a month, and we give that to these little girls, no, para po makatulong sa kanila makapagsimula at makapag-aral. Okay? So this is our heartbeat, no? Ito po yung heartbeat ng kumpanya po natin. Okay, that's it. Now, if you've decided to join with us, if sa tingin mo na itong negosyo na to ay para sa iyo at sa tingin mo ang DPPI ang partner na para sa iyo, as the person na nag-invite po sa inyo ng referral link para makapag-register po kayo. Okay? After po kayong makapag-register, meron na po kayong sarili po ninyong dashboard. Yung sarili po ninyong dashboard, meron pong laman nun na referral link na in which gagamitin mo para kung meron kang recruit din na gustong mag-join. So after joining, you can now start selling and you can start recruiting people into our business. Okay? So let me end this one. Now, this is the office details. Now, we are situated in unit number 14. That's the head office. Unit number 14, The Runway, Pakpakan Road, Barangay Basak, Lapu-Lapu City. Our telephone number is 316-0140 and our Facebook page, kindly please like our Facebook page, facebook.com/dppi.official. Okay? Now, when you are going to visit our office, you will be entertained by our beautiful business office manager, Miss Van Allen Usaraga. The number is flashed on the screen. Our telephone number actually is 316-0140. We have the mobile number 0917-137-5698 and the email address d818ppi@gmail.com. Take notice of this number because you might have transaction in the office. Okay? Process your ID ASAP, no? As soon as possible, process your ID. It would be best na meron po kayong ID para pag nag-meet po kayo ng mga kliyente ninyo or yung prospect na recruit nyo, may papakita po kayo na ID. Then, order your uniform through your sales consultant. It would be nice if you're gonna be wearing your uniform, hindi po kayo mapagkamalan na scammer. Legit po tayo, naka-bear po kayo ng logo ng kumpanya po natin. Then, let's do some branding. Kindly sanitize your Facebook account. Please use your real name. Tapos lagyan po ng DPPI. Gaya po nito. DPPI, Novelin, Margaha, Alcover. And kindly use the official profile picture. Okay? Tanungin nyo po yung upline po ninyo paano magpagawa ng the official DPPI profile picture. Okay? Kasi part po ng branding po yan. But make sure change your name to DPPI, your name, real name po, please. Okay? And this is our official profile picture. Yan po yung official profile picture natin. Dapat it has to bear the logo of the company also. Okay? And that ends my presentation for today. And as I close, baba ko lang po muna ito. Ayan. You know guys, there might be a lot of opportunity na dumating na sa buhay mo. Siguro, ang tagal mong nag-pray, ang tagal mong naghintay na magkaroon ka ng opportunity na pwedeng makapagbago ng buhay mo. Now, ito po dumaan si DPPI sa iyo. Sa pagkakataon na hindi mo inakala na dumating siya sa iyo. Nakita mo na pwede kang mag-umpisa kahit walang-wala kang pera talaga sa bulsa. Ang meron ka lang dito ay yung lakas ng loob na gusto mong mabago ang buhay mo. Mangarap ka kapatid, sasamahan ka naming mangarap. Dito po, marami na pong buhay ang nabago. Isa na po ako sa nabagong buhay ng real estate industry na to. Malay mo, ang susunod na mabago ay ikaw mismo na nandito ngayon. Bigyan mo lang chance ng sarili mo. Aralin mo ang negosyo na to. At the end of the day, ikaw din mismo ang makikinabang. Thank you. Ako po si Jofrin. Nagsasabing, hataw lang. May pag-asa tayo dito. God bless and bye-bye. Bye-bye.